Just sort out your hair before we go live, Finn.
How about you fix your autofocus, hey? How about you see my beautiful face?
I can't do anything about your focus, Groover.
Oh, yeah, just magically fixed itself, did it? Righto. How's that one?
It's your it's, you know what it is? It's the light behind your head. Every time you move your head and it hits your camera, you go out of focus.
Where are these? If I do this.
It's that spot.
Should we just kick it off, Groove? What do you reckon?
Well, I don't see the harm in that, but you're going to be out of focus. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I'll fix it during the thing.
La 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 la. Dun, 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 dun.
Singing the song.
That was totally accidental. Kind of. I like seeing it when it starts, seeing us backstage and you start jamming to it.
Yeah, doing these ones.
I know.
What's that?
G'day. We've got beautiful people rolling in. We're simulcasting tonight too, Finn.
Oh, where are we going to? Rumbles?
We're on a dedicated channel, but also Tasmania Calling's got a bit of batshit action beaming out there.
There we go.
Out around the world. So it doesn't matter what channel you're on, guys, but if you can't see someone else chatting, it's because they're on the other channel, right? That's it. We don't want any am I blocked comments. But you watch wherever you want. Just make sure you give us a thumbs up, whichever channel you be on. Finn, how are you, mate?
Oh, pretty good. And let me know what you think of the angled camera, because it's off to the side so I can see the screen now. So
we've noticed
let me know if people like that. Did you notice that?
I think we might like we might like the occasional bit of eye contact. It's a bit like me. My camera's up
stare at it. How about when I talk to you, I just look straight into the camera, and that way I'm staring into your soul when I talk to you. How's that?
It's really weird,
even though I can't see you.
For me to stare back at you, I've got to stare into my camera, which is up here above my laptop. But to look at you, I've got to look down. It's up, down, and you're... We've covered all bases.
There we go.
Let's say hello to the beautiful people.
Maybe
Joey and Wilson.
I'll get like 3 cameras set up, and I'll have one on above and then one to the right, and then that way we got all the angles. You know what I mean?
Dude, the amount of time it takes you to set up one camera before we go live. Let's not do
dare
3.
you? I had to set up a microphone as well. All right.
Could have done it in the time before. Well, when were we chatting?
I started 45 minutes ago. All right. How dare you?
It's not my fault. You're inept. Joey and Wilson was here first. Bristol, g'day, gorgeous. Who else have we got rolling on in? There's heaps of people. I saw Ruth saying she's meant to be in a Zoom meeting or something. Here we go. G'day, Ruth. Miss K. Hello, gorgeous. Francesca's here. Lawler's Corner. Where the F have you been?
Yeah, take your time. Bloody hell.
Well, we haven't seen, like a year. I haven't seen Lawler's Corner forever. Good to have you here, mate. Look at him. He's already been scathing too. 10 watching and only 4 likes.
Yeah.
Kim Heffernan. Kim Heffernan. Hello. Another blast from the past, Finn. Aussie Tad. You haven't been to a batshit before. Welcome, Aussie Tad. I think it's going to be right up your alley. It's a good little show where Finn and I look at the wackadoo news stories of the last week and have a bit of fun. And at the end, you guys get to vote for the winner of the Golden Batshit Medal. It's a great show. We are simulcast on 2 different channels. So if you see us,
everyone comment what you're watching it on.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Are you on Batshit or are you on?
Yeah, if it's not the Batshit channel and it's Tor's channel, you'll get banned, all right? So let us know in the comments and we'll get right onto that.
Well, I'm actually going to drop the Batshit channel link into the chat because this is why I'm doing it. I thought let's bring some of the Tasmania Calling crew over to the Batshit channel too.
That could do it.
People are pressing the buttons. It's good to hear. We've got a massive show coming up. Finn, and it's your turn to go first. So
okay, so I've got two Biden stories. I've got two Biden stories this week. So I'm going to let everyone vote. We've got one where he can't remember names, and then one where he doesn't know numbers properly. So which do we want? Numbers or names? Here we go. Vote down in the Batshit channel, and we'll go with that one.
Yeah, go number or name. Right, numbers or names.
Also, this week's sponsor is I Get Vapes with nicotine. So go get on those. If you use discount code Batshit is for life, you'll get 95% off. So that's always good.
And don't sue us. Don't sue us if you don't get that discount.
And we got peach guava passion fruit. So that's a good one.
That sounds
I like
disgusting.
That one. Oh, yeah. Are you on? Oh no, peach guava strawberry. My apologies.
Even worse.
My apologies.
No.
Strawberry, guava, and peach. You're out of control, woman. That's the greatest.
No, yuck. I don't do the fruity. No. If it's not real fruit, I don't want it in my mouth.
You're out of control. You're out of
I know. Calm down, Tori. Not into artificial peach flavour. What's wrong with her? What is wrong with her? Joey missed the start. She said she's going to catch up in 2 times, so she's going to speed it up.
That's the way to do it. That's how I watch everything.
We could just start the show again, really, you know.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with the names because no one voted on it. So I'm
just
going to name one because that one was fun.
All right. Okay, let's do the names. What's in a name?
Yeah, exactly. Names aren't important anyway.
Yeah, why didn't anyone vote, man?
And this is actually volume 4. So if you want to go watch the other 3 volumes, go subscribe to this channel. They're really great. Here we go.
Congressman. He's around here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Doug, thanks for the past 4 days now.
It's done.
Doug,
it's
no. Done. Look, here's the deal.
You almost had it. Here we go.
We've got news.
Rishi Sunak.
Rashid Sunak is now the Prime Minister.
I can't even get
Representative Ed Case and Joe Kushner. I want to thank Congresswoman Kilmer.
That ain't no woman.
Congresswoman.
It's a man.
The 2 members of the New Jersey congressional delegation, Rob Menendez and Don Goldman. And
good, Don.
Now the diplomat Leslie Shane, from the spirit of Lafayette, who helped secure the success of our revolution. The Secretary of State and the Secretary.
So he's not really an important figure. So you don't need to know his name, you know.
The military behind me. $40 billion invested by TMSC. Yesterday, Novidisk, another drug maker, announced they're cutting their prices as well. The bridge between Kentucky and Ohio, the Brent Smith Bridge. We're rebuilding 2 other critical bridges, Sawtooth and Docks Bridge, both in North Jersey. I'm proud to use my authority under the Antiquities Act to establish and I want you to know it's a big
Welcome,
deal.
Joey.
The Havaniqua May. I'm having trouble. Thank you. I got it.
This is Desi Levy, a Democrat from Milwaukee. She's a registered nurse, former academic dean. She's also currently the director of a faith-based nonprofit. Desi, welcome.
By the way, you've heard me say this before, Becky. If there's any angels in heaven, they're all nurses, male and female. But as Kamala said,
it's not Kamala.
And I also want to thank Kamala for her leadership.
How do you pronounce it?
Kamala.
Like a comma?
Like the punctuation.
Anyway. So go subscribe to Don't Walk Run Productions. This is volume 4. So if you want to see the other 3, great
Crikey.
Channel. Great
Crikey. Awesome. Yeah, shameless plug for a good channel. We always like that on this
Real
channel.
good channel.
Real good channel. Both of our channels. Hey, Savannah, late again, but you're here.
Oh,
mate.
classic stuff. Always late. Always fucking late.
No, she was first here last week, wasn't she?
First last week, last this week. How you go?
Hey, Aussie Tad says, I'm shit at names too. He's doing way better than I would. I mean, some of them.
You're probably not the leader of the free world as well, so I feel like you have a pass, Ozzy.
But also, like, I mean, there's words that are hard to pronounce, and everyone has a bit of an issue with that, right? But when it's something
like everyone gets Cian wrong. It's so clearly spelled Cian, and everyone pronounces it Sean, like a bunch of artards.
Oh, don't start that again. And if you go down Siobhan Road, I'm going to throttle you through the screen. But when it's something like a name of a place, like Dock Bridge, I mean, admittedly, he only added an S on there, but still, that's when it's kind of like, mate, come on, you know.
Come on now.
Come on now.
And this, we're not reading from a teleprompter. He is. There's a big difference when you're reading from a teleprompter and you still fuck it up somehow.
Yeah, but he's also, don't forget, remember he was reading all the, with the teleprompter, they put like directions, you know, like pause and stuff in brackets, and he was reading the whole thing out.
Yeah, they had to have a go at him for that. He was getting in trouble.
Yeah, he's not good at all. We're heading to Australia for our next story.
Oof, about time.
Australia.
Haven't had an Aussie one since the fish.
No, we have. I did an Aussie one. Yeah, I'm sure we did. Don't go back to Trout Lady. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. That was something else.
So this is a bit Trout Lady too,
Miss
in a weird way.
Good on ya. Crying,
What's
laughing.
That? Well, that's what we love. We love a crying and a laugh. Yeah, so this is a bit Trout Lady too, in a way. But this swimmer in changing rooms at a pool in New South Wales in Sydney feels like she's been body shamed because she broke the club's prudish and horrible no nudity rule. Now, before everyone goes nuts and thinks this 59-year-old swimmer just like came out, jumped in the pool, you know, naked, that's not what happened. She was in the ladies' change room after her swim, and they've got showers there, and you have your shower, and then you come out and you dry yourself off and you put your clothes on and you leave. Pretty standard in gyms and pools all over the country. But
where
not
I
this
work does that.
particular one. Hey?
Where I work does that. We have what's called prison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I surf. We do it. We actually do get naked in public down, you know, where the vans and the boards are. But anyway, so she's this poor chickaroony, right? There's a lot of backlash. So there's the sign, see there on the Terrigal Surf Club, no nudity in change room. Try telling surfers not to get naked. You just have to when you wear a wetsuit. You got no choice. But anyway, she breached the rule about being naked in a change room. She said she regularly Nada Pantle. Now, her name Pantle, every time I saw this article when I was looking at it, I keep saying panty, which is a word I can't stand. But anyway, Nada Pantle regularly enjoys having a morning swim, then a shower before heading to work. And obviously she's got to take off her bathers and chuck on her work clothes, right?
This article is majority ads. What the fuck?
Dude, I have honestly tried to find the least ad articles imaginable for this show. I don't know what the deal is with my ad blocker, but I'm about to sack it. Like, it's failed miserably. It's but I opened at least 6 links for each story I'm showing tonight to get the least amount of ads. So, you know.
If you pro tip for you, if you download a browser called Brave, it gives you the option, 2 options, right? First option, blocks all ads altogether. Second option, it pays you for the ads that you are viewing. They take it as well, which is what happens in Google, but they give you a percentage of it as well. So if you do see ads, you can get paid for them, which is
mint. Yeah, you did only miss Biden, Savannah, and yeah, I guess they do want you to get dressed in the toilet. And I agree, panty, it's horrible, especially when men say it and when they go, nice panties. Ooh, don't do that, dudes. It's not a common word in Australia, by the way. It's an American thing, but every time I hear a man
what do you go for?
panties,
undies? You go
undies, jocks, knickers, G-bangers.
G-bangers. A bit of lingerie.
Grundies. I don't say grundies, but some people do. You know, anywho. So she gets a letter. The Terrigal Surf Life-Saving Club write letters. They don't send emails. You can see someone sitting there going tap, tap, tap on an old machine, all that writing with a quill. But she got the letter saying she'd breached the no nudity clause, and apparently it's a new child safe policy because, God forbid, children see naked bodies and get used to seeing naked bodies. which is a healthy thing. But anyway, so yeah, she feels like she's been body shamed. And Ms. Panty and her friend and fellow ocean swimmer Wendy Farley, they heard about the rule. There she is. She's the nudist who dared to get naked in a change room. But there's one thing here that's really they saw the sign go up a few months ago and went, that's ridiculous. She said, we're not strutting around naked, but listen to this. We're just having a shower and putting our clothes or having a chat. Whoop, whoop. No, I just want to say a little PSA for everyone out there. If you are in a club or a gym and you are getting changed, like you've had a shower and then you're getting dressed, can you have the chat once you've got your clothes on? Because I'm sorry, number of times I've been sitting on a bench, like pulling up my leggings or whatever I'm putting on, and there's a big bloody 70s hippie bush right there at head level, chatting to someone else about where they're going to go for a coffee. So can you just
nothing wrong with a bit of bush tours?
Can you put on your panties first?
Not like all these new age women tours. Shave like a baby.
Disgusting. I reckon this is un-Australian, mate.
No way. That's Australian as fuck talking in the nude.
No. This story.
Oh, this story, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, there's the change room. Apparently that needed to be photographed as well. This is the crime scene.
There you go.
And there you go. That's it. What a joke.
We sometimes sing in the showers after work.
It's just so un-Australian. I mean, what do we pride ourselves on as well?
Nudity, number one.
Streakers, streaking, mooning, tit flashing, all of it.
We've had the streakers on this channel before, and we have agreed they should not be arrested or kicked out.
Never. They're hilarious. I mean, if they look,
they're doing it for the team.
But if it's like the last ball in a cricket match, and that last ball could actually end up becoming the winning hit, and a streaker runs across the pitch and catches, you kind of be like, your timing sucks.
Yeah,
really does. Or if they ran in and if the winning goal was coming through and they touched the ball or whatever, you'd just be like, you cockhead.
Yeah.
But for the most part, let them run free. It's an Australian tradition.
Get out there, guys. Get out there. I tell you what, it feels weird staring at the camera and not staring at you when you talk. I don't like it.
Yeah, it would be very strange. I don't like it either.
I'm just going to stare at you.
I wasn't bashing the bush, Ozzy. I'm just saying I don't necessarily want one right this close to my face when I'm getting dressed in the change room. That's all.
What is Miss K saying?
Step back a little. If you don't like the bush, so look, again, it's in my face.
Well said, Sam. Well said. You don't have to be staring at it. It's there. You just don't acknowledge it, all right?
No, it's fine. Push on. Be proud. Get it out and do whatever you want. Just maybe step back a little if you're going to have a chat with Marjorie about where you're going for a coffee. You can maybe just give us a little bit of room. It's a big change room. They don't have to be there. It's like when you go and see a movie.
Just don't look at it to us. Sav said it best.
If you don't like the bush, I'll just get dressed with my neck looking at the wall, for fuck's sake. But it's like when you go to a cinema, right?
Look at their eyes are up here, Tori.
I'm sitting. Their eyes are up there. Their bushes. I'm sitting. Oh my God. I've got a dislocated knee. I have to sit to get dressed at the moment.
That's not your neck, Tori.
Keep your bush away from my fucking face. Anyway. But no, when you go to see a movie on your own or as a couple, but the cinema's pretty much empty and you pick your spot and then another person or couple come in and they sit right next to you. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's like, can we just have a bit of space? We're meant to be social distancing and that includes 70s porn bushes. Social distance the bush, man. Social distance the bush.
Males have this thing too. You wouldn't know this, but in the troughs that we have in our toilets, it is customary to have one in between where you don't go to. So when you get one dude come up to you and there's empty troughs beside you and they stand at the one next to you, it's like, mate, what are you doing?
Yeah, no. What's this need for human beings?
Two down. You always have an empty. Always have an empy.
Look, see, Miss Kay doesn't want to see her mum snatch. Ozzy doesn't want wishing
what the fuck?
Their face either. And now, Savannah, why are you defending
Good on you, Sav.
70s porn bush that doesn't social distance? She
must have a bloody 50s bush going on or something.
Back off.
Must be like
do what you want with your pubosa. Just don't
pubosa. There. That's a good word.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. So yeah, un-Australian rule: bring back nudity in change rooms for fuck's sake.
All right. I think this one. Yes, this one is a great one, Tors. We've got Janet Yellen. She's back at it again.
Did you just yell for effect?
Well, her name's Janet Yellen, so you've got to yell.
Yell. Sorry.
Here we go. So she's acknowledging what we've known all along about the climate crisis and just saying it out in the open. They keep slipping up to us. They keep saying the quiet part out loud. So here we go. Oh.
Reduction Act. The inflation said, the others have said, the Inflation Reduction Act is at its core about turning the climate crisis into an economic opportunity.
So again, she's saying the quiet part out loud. Well, let's listen to it one more time.
At its core about turning the climate crisis into an economic opportunity. Treasury is playing a central role in the Inflation Reduction Act's implementation effort. An estimated $270 billion of the law's investments is delivered via tax incentives. And we have been quite busy in our implementation, working vigorously to deploy the law quickly and effectively. The Inflation Reduction Act is, at its core, about turning the climate crisis into an economic opportunity.
I think the Golden Girls rang and they want you to return to the set.
So that's old Janet Yellen, head of the Treasury. I believe she used to be head of the Fed. I don't know if she's still head of the Fed. But
no, she's a long forgotten sister in the Golden Girls. Everybody knows that.
But
she never done anything political in her life.
It's not about the climate. It's about
money.
Casheroonies, Tors.
Yeah,
casheroonies.
On human destruction. Actually, there was a story that I left out of tonight's lineup, but they're developing a supplement that is going to stop cows farting so much.
Oh my god.
Because the methane issue is getting out of control. So they but could backfire. Yeah, it's some sort of anti-fart thing that they're going to feed the cows. And I'm like, I'm sure there's a heap of people out there who've got farty bum partners who'll be lining up to buy that shit too, I would imagine.
Well, yeah, it's only going to affect half the population though, because you can't sell it to chicks because chicks don't fart. So it's a waste. No,
I was with a guy for 7 years and he didn't hear me fart once. He thought I was an alien. But I went out of my way. Yeah.
As is the proper way.
But then like my GP says, if you don't fart, if you stop farting, you die. So, you know.
Well, that's bad news for these cows.
I know. I imagine they'll just reduce it a little bit. I don't think they're going to like move it right down to nothing.
Well, maybe they plan on killing all the cows off this way. And then that way we don't have burgers anymore. We can all go vegan and eat crickets. Let's eat the crickets, people.
Because beef is murder. Tasty, tasty murder. They can't get rid of the cow.
Murder.
Yeah, I know, but I laughed at your time. You took my idea and used it again.
Just one-upped it, made it better. You know what I'm saying?
That's utterly ridiculous, Finn. I'm going to temporarily change the show to bullshit this week. It can go back to bullshit next week. Yeah.
She lost me when she said vigorously.
Yeah, I can't see her doing anything vigorously.
Too big of a word, Sav. Yeah.
Poor old Janet Yellen. Maybe they should give her the anti-fart supplement. I reckon she does a few. I think she does a few pop-ups. She's like one of those older women that when they get to a point they lose a bit of control down there, that every time they take a step they do a little pop-off, and when they walk, a little fluffer.
The old crop dust.
She looks like that. She kind of looks like she'd smell like a little fluff.
Does she?
I think she does.
I'll no comment on that one.
I'm only saying this stuff because we don't get hung for treason in this country anymore.
Thank God. We fixed that one, eh?
It's not treason anyway. She ain't my ruler. So thank you, Janet Yellen, for that. Let's just cash in on all the horrible things human beings have done, as usual. She has got fluff hair. She has.
No denying that one.
We all fart rainbows, yes. Well, we don't need methane. It's a good idea. That's why I left it out, because it wasn't actually that batshit. It was more just that they're going to be force feeding these cows stuff, so they don't get to experience. Have you ever done a pop off? Have you ever done a fart?
Yeah.
That was so funny, you bum, that nobody heard it except you.
No,
I have once in my life. I did one time.
I make sure that people hear them. That's the whole.
I did one, and it sounded like a Harley Davidson starting up and taking off and doing a wheelie as it went around a corner. I was so bummed. Nobody, I know, but no one except for me. If I ever fart in front of anyone, I'm horrified. Like, clutch my pearls.
If we're talking,
this one was spectacular.
Is there anything on the pinnacle tree higher than a fart, or is fart just the ultimate comedy? Is there anything above?
Yeah, well, so the thing is, Finn, it kind of, I mean, it's instantly appreciated because we all do it. But when I was doing stand-up, it used to piss me off so much that I would spend ages writing jokes and really working on them to get a laugh. But you could literally just go out on stage and say fart and the whole room would be in stitches. So it's sort of a double-edged sword, you know.
I see what you're saying. You're definitely right.
Yeah. A fat boy fart. Oh, the fat boy thingamabob, the Harley.
Yeah.
Harley's a fat boy. I can't get Deirdre or whatever her name is, Janet. She's still backstage she's still hovering like a fart. Piss off.
There you go. Get rid of a fire.
What am I bringing to the table next, I wonder? I've got no friggin' idea. Oh, remember last week, men with smaller feet. What was
fart in the air thing? Elevator ain't funny. Oh, no, kind of funny. No. It's funny. It's funny when the doors open, they fart and then get out and leave you in it. That is hilarious. And that is the funniest fucking thing ever.
Except someone gets in and thinks you did it. That's not.
That's even funny.
No. No, and I'm sorry, but Dutch ovens under the doona, especially in a tent, not fair. Not fair.
Cupcaking.
Now, Finn, remember last week, what was the rule about men with smaller size feet, particularly like size 8 feet? What was the rule?
They're the best lovers. That was from scientists.
Yeah. So as usual, another groundbreaking study has taken place. Can you put your nose up close to the camera?
Yeah, go on.
Everyone in chat, what do you think about Finn's nose? Would you say that's a big nose or a medium?
It's slight small. I do have Aboriginal DNA in there somewhere though. So
yeah, no, but you haven't got the broad.
Slightly on the larger side.
Not real. I wouldn't call it a large nose.
I'd say it's the perfect size. Look at that. Look at the size.
Yeah, it's a cute little thing.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you know that? Do you know
I've got Jewish in me?
Do you know that means you're less likely to cheat than your big schnozzed buddies?
Really? The Jews and the Greeks are known for cheating, are they?
Big nosed men are more likely to cheat.
Wow. There you go.
So everyone's looking around. Lawler's saying,
there you go, ladies.
Ozzy said your nose is neat and slightly chubby.
Slightly chubby. How dare you? Those are fighting words, mate.
Are you nose shaming my co-host, Ozzy?
I'm quite happy with my nose. My nose is perfect. Look at it.
I see Lawler says it looks like a pimple, but not in a bad way. It's
looks
portion
like
size.
A pimple? What kind of pimples do you have on you? That's disgusting.
So anyway, just so everyone knows what a big nose looks like, apparently this one is a big nose. But yeah, so men with big noses are more likely to cheat on their partners. And here's this friggin' picture again.
The same picture.
Christ.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, the bigger the schnoz, the more likely you're going to play away. So over 50% of males, 52 in fact, who admit to cheating. Why do they keep saying playing away? This article is ridiculous. They have larger. They have larger than average hooters, a new poll has revealed. Of those that do it, 78% reckon that women are attracted to their large organ. Wrong large organ, you dickheads. We're not into it for your nose. I mean, some women do like a large organ, and it ain't the nose. It's not the schnoz. No, sorry, Bob.
What is it?
It's the elbow. Anyway.
Is that a... Okay.
But then only 10% claimed the women they cheated with had a large conch as well. I've never heard conch for nose.
Conch?
Have you?
Yeah, does that mean nose? I've not heard that.
No, it's great. This is beautifully written. Except they just keep using the same giant nose. So 2,000
comment your nose size down in the comments.
2,000 members of the dating site illicitencounters.com said that only 18% of cheats had a small nose. And spokeswoman Jessica Leone said big noses may not be the most attractive feature, but there's something about them that conveys an air of masculinity. And then Emily Bamford, a beauty salon assistant from Birmingham, told the Sun newspaper, I don't know what it is, but there's something about a man with a big nose. Big nose is very sexy. So maybe that's why they end up cheating more. A couple of my boyfriends had big noses. They were both bad lads.
I can't say I've ever heard a woman say they prefer big noses. I can't say
never in a million. Hey, Scout Inquirer. Hi, gorgeous. Mate, every week there's something weird that people have studied. Why would you expect anything less? Joey Wilson loves me a big nose. There you go. She's a fan of the big schnoz. The conch boat schnozzer. Honker, yeah. What are they doing their big nose? Are they putting it somewhere? You know, are they parting the bush?
Parting the bush. Jesus. You're going to get a shadow ban again.
I was trying to segue it into, we already are. I was trying to segue it back to an earlier story and lived to regret it. Maybe we should ask the yelling lady if she liked a big nose.
Well, she does like the money, so.
I mean, I'm not really a fan, to be honest. I like a cute little nose. It's not a feature in a man that I'm like, please, can I meet a man with a gigantic nose? No.
I've never heard a chick say that, ever.
Never.
Ever.
No, although Joey...
Not once. Not even as a joke.
Joey's clearly a fan. What do you mean, look above Finn? Oh, the big nose. We did, mate. We did. Joey always does that. We were in the middle of a show and she's like, scroll back up to my comment from 1973. It's like, oh, don't mind us. We'll be back in 3 years. Okay, scrolling up. No,
size does matter, hey, Sav.
Well, sometimes this is a good size because there's no gagging for starters.
Is it though? Come on, up. Good.
There's no lockjaw. Just done. Apparently, I've heard that, you know. Well, I wasn't even on the chat thing. I'm not even on that screen, Joey. And then she calls me silly.
Wow.
Okay. Finn, you've got to read Joey's comment now or she'll make you scroll.
What'd she say? Until now, I'm not joking. You weren't looking silly, lol. Why would I look silly?
Oh, is it you weren't looking silly? I don't know. Or were you looking... Maybe she's saying that you were looking silly and I wasn't. Oh, look, I don't know. You're going to make me wet my pants, Joey. Everybody, I nearly made a spit a drink. Why don't we have 9,000 people watching us every week? This show
it takes time.
Funny.
It takes time to us. We'll get it going.
It's episode 67.
Because no one in the chat bloody shares it. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Hit the like.
It's all the audience's fault. The audience.
What do they have to do? They've got to... Please, this is 6 likes? Are you kidding me? And I can't give us a like with my own channel or I'll get into trouble for that too.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, okay. Yeah, so don't if you are with a man who's got a particularly large schnoz, just check he ain't cheating, because apparently there are a shitload of women out there that are bang up for a ginormous nose.
Yeah, the only way to find out is just to ask. So just hit them up. They'll tell
I
you.
like big conks and I cannot lie. No one has that referring to my nose as a conk. Big conk. Hey, conk the bonk the conk. Is that what they do?
You're out of control.
Do they though? Do you reckon? I mean, we saw what that lady did with the trout.
I wouldn't put it past some people. I mean, there's some interesting ones out there to us.
I'm going to call that story Bonk the Conk.
All right. So our next one, we got bloody Machine Gun Kelly going off at a comedian for making jokes about him. So I don't know if you know much about this spazzo, but are we allowed to say that word? I don't know if we're allowed to say that word. Anyway.
It's a very Aussie, like it's probably not politically correct, but who gives a shit? We're not into that anyway around here.
Exactly. So
it actually made me laugh that you said it.
Old mate has been making fun of him. Sam Tripoli. I don't know if you've seen Sam Tripoli's podcast, but he's a massive conspiracy theorist.
I've got no idea who these people are at all. Bring it on.
Oh, you don't know who Machine Gun Kelly is? Oh, he's a shit
I know the name. I know the name. Yeah, well, that's why I don't know much about
Aluminium foil suit. Yeah, you're right. So he looks like a total... He looks like a spaz. Let's just say that. Anyway, so
you're getting a bit close, I think, now. I think Spazzo had a bit of room between.
Spazzo.
Yeah, but you might be getting a bit close with that second version.
All right. Well, anyway, let's listen. This is coming from Joey B Tunes as well, so go check him out if you're not already subscribed. Pulling a Joe Biden there. This guy is awesome. He does fucking real good videos. I think I've shared him on here before, but if you're not already, go subscribe. Anyway, here we go.
From the ashes like a phoenix.
Yeah, the emo Link from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, now he's picking fights with comedians. Yeah, apparently Sam Tripoli made a joke about posers or something, and he got all insecure about it. Of course, he thought it was about him. He gets so butthurt, he goes backstage to confront the comedian about a joke. Could you believe this?
Machine Gun Kelly comes backstage. He's angry at me. Yeah, and he's about to talk mad shit to me.
Yeah, how does that conversation go? You do realize I rose from the ashes like a phoenix, right? Like if you knew that, you probably wouldn't have made those jokes about me.
He goes, "You're talking shit about me, dog. You're talking shit."
Could you imagine being in the headspace where you go to a comedy show, get so offended by the jokes that you go backstage to confront the comedian about it? I'm pretty sure if you surveyed the world to name the top 5 type of people nobody likes, it would include people like this who complain
so we don't get struck. Thanks, mate.
No, all good. So, yeah, going off at a fucking comedian. Sam Tripoli, of all people, too, who's one of the funniest cunts out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a massive conspiracy theorist. So, surely Machine Gun to be on his side. But no. Decides to confront him and tries to have a go at him. Sam Tripoli, you can tell, is just pissing himself because he's not taking it serious at all.
Savannah does make a good point. He is with Megan Fox, so he's still, or Megan Fox.
Yeah, but it's not Megan Fox at 23. It's Megan Fox at 40-something. So
she's still hot.
Well, she's past the wall, so.
She's past the wall?
Anyway, let's keep going.
About comedians.
I'm at first going, is this a joke?
I mean, who would even take this guy serious?
Look at this dude.
Aside from Jaden Smith, who apparently acquired fashion advice from him. Look at him wearing an emergency thermal blanket with his little pocketbook. What is that? Apparently the goon performed at a Super Bowl party, too. He said he got electrocuted on stage. At least God's trying, you know.
At least God's trying.
Jesus.
So good. You wouldn't say no to Miss Fox spin. I probably would have.
There's dissent in the chat.
Definitely.
Pardon me, boy, says Aussie Ted. He looks like he's ready to be cooked in the oven, 350 degrees before. That crop top is doing him no favors. Although the last disabled
nothing's doing him favors. He looks like a total S word.
But the last disabled surfers meet, I think something had gone wrong, and they put all of our rashies in a dryer. And when we all went to put them on, they were like this crop top. It didn't matter whether you were a size 2 or a size 22. Everyone had to literally wear these incredibly tiny, we're all out in the surf like little dinosaurs. It was such a bad look too. It was so bad. Anywho, not as bad as him. And someone said in chat too, Miss K, he actually played up on Megan Fox too. So does he have a big nose? It's hard to tell. He's definitely got a big head, hasn't he?
Played up. What the fuck? How is that the phrase? Yeah,
he doesn't look like
even he's cheating on her. So there you go.
I'm actually with Scout. When you pluck a chicken and you don't pluck all the feathers off, you just leave them on the head. That's what he looks like.
Anyway, so hopefully God will take him out soon.
Sam Tripoli, Scout, I'll pop it in there for you.
Sav, you are correct. 100%.
Sam
Tripoli's the best.
I think quite a few women in crop tops should be illegal too, me included. I said the crop top rashy was bad, man. It was. We're out in the surf, and someone said, look, at the end of the day, we're all able-bodied, and we're helping disabled people experience, catching a wave. They'd probably be more than happy to be able to just go for a paddle whenever they want to, like we do. But when we're out there, someone was like, I'm really struggling and coming to terms with the fact we all look like blue sausages, which is because they were so bad. Anywho, what do we call that one?
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly can't take a job.
Try harder, God.
What a doofus. I hear Johnny Rotten. Well, but Savannah, you would pull it off.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm saying me at age 56, no, crop top should be illegal for show. But not every 56-year-old it should be illegal. Just me. I bet you rock the crop top.
No, anyone past the wall should be illegal, sure.
I don't know. I know people can say, it's your body, wear whatever you want. But no, I'm sorry, I won't be seen in public in a crop top ever again. Okay, now we're going to. Where are we going? Peterborough.
Where?
Peterborough. Hang on, I'm just going to. Oh, wait, I've got to share it and then I'll expand it. Okay. We've got a little crime story coming up here.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Another one.
What do you mean another one?
What do we think about that, Artie? Hey? What do you reckon?
I thought you were standing up to turn your flatty into a crop top, Finn.
You're on drugs, woman.
Well, since you did the gratuitous Artie shot, gratuitous Sunny shot.
Oh, no, now I'm not in focus, guys. Uh-oh. There we go.
She's like, I want to hug my mum. I've been out all day. She hates it when I come home and do batshit. She's like, you're finally home and you still don't want to hang out with me.
Just on the screen. Always on the screen.
All right, Ski. I'm just going to play this little video, all right? Here we go.
Yeah, go on.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know the story, so hopefully it tells it. So check out this shifty dude, right?
Not to touch vehicles for 5 years.
It's from Cambridgeshire. Yeah, because he's a crim, right? And he's trying to steal cars, but then he walks off because all he's actually doing, he's obsessed with touching. He's checking out what's in the car.
No, he's looking at what's going on.
Yeah. But he's also got an obsession, they reckon, with it's not just about stealing, but if he's seen anywhere touching a car door, the guy is toast. Let me just stop the screen for a second.
I feel like he was definitely sussing those vehicles out and selling.
He's totally scoping it for show, man. For show. But I'm trying to get this story back up because hang on. I'll share the article because in the court they actually said, and I think they got the wording wrong because the story went a bit viral because everyone's like, really, this guy's obsessed with touching car door handles. But is it up yet? No, here we go. So yeah, have a look at this underneath it. So it says, a criminal who is addicted to trying car door handles, which is to steal the car. He's not just like addicted to the So they kind of made it sound like a really pervy story. And I went and looked at about 30 different versions of it and stuck with the Independent because theirs was the little video that just has the facts. But yeah, the lawyer reckons that it's actually his addiction is trying to car door handles. But he's got in the footage, he's got a little
What
torch.
A lawyer. What a fucking lawyer. Legendary.
What a load of absolute bullshit. So anyway, he's been banned for 5 years for touching or entering unattended cars without permission. So he can't even back in 2018 he got the 5-year ban, and then he reoffended as soon as the 5-year ban was over.
Wow.
He's been sentenced to 9 months in prison after admitting to interfering with a motor vehicle, possession of cannabis, and possession of a knife in a public place.
Yeah, it's a big deal in the UK. Yeah.
But that's got to be one of the most creative defenses ever, especially when there's footage of him clearly going,
checking out what's inside.
Mobile phone might pinch that. He's clearly scoping out. He's kind of using the door handle as a way of protecting himself while he does his little scope. But yeah, I mean, I've come up with some creative defenses in my time, but nothing that's batshit. That is bat shit. That was the way it was pitched to the court. Your Honor, he's addicted to car door handles.
Yeah. He can't help himself, Your Honor. He just keeps going.
The court imposed that ban back in 2018. That is the actual ban. He wasn't banned from trying to steal cars. He was banned from touching.
I think it's already banned to try and steal cars. I think that's already implied in the.
Yeah, but in the order, they actually wrote an order saying do not touch handles of cars, car doors. Bizarro. So yeah, that's the great. I'm addicted to handles defense.
Nice.
That's a new one for the books.
That's a good one though. It's a good one for the.
Yeah. Oh, it's batshit, and it's stuck. And now there's a court order. The bought into it, looking for a pack of ciggies. He might have been got in Australia. I reckon people would be checking out cars for packets of smokes now.
I mean, they get so expensive now. Ridiculous. Yeah. Which brings us back to our sponsor again. I get with nicotine. Go check them out. Batshit for life. Get 95% off. If it doesn't work, hit up Tori. She will reply to all of your emails.
So she won't. She's going to pack her suitcase and move to Mongolia. Finn, you're going to get us into trouble. What have you got? What is this?
Oh, here we go. So we've got news anchors back at it again, just talking absolute shit. So I don't know if you heard, but Trump has now been officially arrested. I think it is.
Yeah,
he's arrested, but he's now in the actual court system.
He's already pled not guilty to all 34 charges.
Yeah, there you go. And so CNN is now refusing to post anything that he says, and this is their excuse.
DOJ dropped the ball. Let me just say, just as a moment of business here, and then I'll come to you in just 1 second. I need to tell you that right now, the former president himself is making remarks tonight from his home in Florida. As far as we can tell, and what we were prepared for here is that this is basically a campaign speech in which he is repeating his same lies and allegations against his perceived enemies. It is just getting started. So far, he's just giving his normal list of grievances. We don't consider that necessarily newsworthy, and there's a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things. Wow. So our deal with you is that we will monitor these remarks. If he does say anything newsworthy, we will turn them around and report on that right away. But for now, just know that it's happening and we're not taking it.
So there's a Michael Cohen issue in the Southern District.
You're going to stop it for a second? Do you know it's really funny?
I don't believe it. Yeah.
But just for you've got to stop it just to not get struck. But I was going to show Trump's speech, the one that she's talking about, and it was playing, and I was cleaning up the kitchen after making dinner earlier, and I was listening to it, and it stopped playing, and I came around, and unfortunately I've closed the window because I was like, don't shut out of that because you can show it. But it said halfway through, it says something like, cannot resume video because it is defective. And it was just, like when it happened, the screen, like where it froze on Trump's face and everything, and talking about it being, I've never seen an error warning that says it's defective. And there's Trump all So yeah, but I closed out of it earlier before we went live because too many windows and StreamYard don't get on well at all. But yeah, so I closed out of it unfortunately, but it did make me laugh. I didn't get to listen. I only heard about a minute of it, and it was more than enough. It was a terrible speech.
So here we are. We're going to see her now, not reporting incorrect truths or lies, as she put it.
So far, he's just giving his normal list of grievances. We don't consider that necessarily newsworthy, and there's a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things.
You know, it's funny you should say that.
Right? Instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person, potentially mutating and becoming more virulent and drug resistant along the way, now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person. A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else. There's a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things.
I'm going to do it anyway.
And the thing that's really bad, the thing that's really bad too is on that particular topic too, because it's so weird now, because now I'm remembering from last year, one of our stories was the one where Trump was talking about, or the year before, whatever, when Trump was talking about the fish tank cleaning solution killing the virus, and 2 people drank it and died. Remember that?
That was the bleach. Yeah, he was telling people.
So,
that was a joke. That was a clear joke, though. He was.
Yeah, well,
and Savannah, yes, you're correct. That's BS. I got COVID off a vaccinated person. Yes, we know it's lies. We know it's lies. It always was lies. We always knew it were lies.
That's the total point.
Yeah, total.
It didn't make anyone bulletproof.
No. In fact, it did the opposite. It did the opposite. It was meant to, but it didn't.
No, it wasn't. There's no virus there's no vaccination on the planet that can completely block things like that at that time.
It didn't even do it didn't even
of an evolving thingamabob. Hey,
it didn't stop it at all. Like it did absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Okay, I'm ending with. I can't stop watching this, and I really struggle to choose which one I was going to play of hers, but I've chosen this one just because it's messing with a name I love very dearly. But it's the wokies, right? They're back. Just when they announced that TikTok was getting banned in Australia, and everyone on Twitter was like, "What?" And then they had to keep saying it's just the government employees, it's not the country, because everyone was going, "Oh my God, no TikTok, we're all going to die." And I've been sort of, I don't know, trolling around on it as usual, and I've stumbled across this dipshit. Have you uncovered it?
I don't have TikTok.
I thought it was lesbians now white, and I was thinking, well, that's a bit racist, but it's lesbian Snow White. And she's putting herself out there as, I don't know, some sort of educator for non-binary people, teaching them neo-pronouns, which are like because non-binary people don't have a connection to any particular gender. She's teaching them to use these things. We've gone from pronouns. Now there's a thing called neo-pronouns. And then she's teaching them different neo-pronouns and how to use them in sentences and stuff. Check it out. Lesbians now white. Here we go.
Sun, sunshine pronouns are a form of neopronouns, and isn't that just so awesome? Why would someone want to use sun, sunshine pronouns? Personally, I don't know fully why I don't personally use sun, sunshine pronouns.
I would assume mental health issues.
I can see a desire and a happiness and a comfort that can come from using sun, sunshine pronouns. And that would be because the sun and the sunshine, it really lightens up the world and makes everything so
Pause it for a second.
Dude, trust me.
Where do you think her dad is? Do you think he left or what?
Mate, I could look. Why don't I show you another one? All right, because she does sunshine. She does poppies. She does.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Is that what
she does? Chulies and tulips.
No, Sav. No.
Let me find
Mm.
the worst one of all. She does it she just comes up with all these different words and offers them up. And she actually, in some of her videos, suggests that that there's nothing harmful about these neo-pronouns. Like
why would they be?
They're nowhere near as bad as bullying. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but if I'm going around going, my pronouns are sun and sunshine, I'm so sorry, Sonny, that your name got messed with like that. I'd get bullied, right? I reckon that's inviting bullying. Yeah, so anyway, but this is her most batshit one that I've found. I can only handle. I'm showing her tonight so I get her out of my system and I never have to watch Lesbians Now White ever again. Here we go. Hey, Cement Shoes.
Oh, my God.
She does mushrooms, quite possibly.
She looks insane.
All right, are you ready for this one? Brace yourselves. Here we go.
Yeah.
Candles, pronouns, and sentences. Candles, pronouns are a form of neo-pronouns.
Just checking you got that. Candles. Let's be a candle, Finn. Here we go. I'm going to be a candle.
And oh my goodness, isn't that just so lovely? And please remember that these pronouns are very important to the people that want to hear and want to listen to how to use these in sentences. So please just scroll if you cannot handle this video, if you cannot.
No, I'm sick of this defeatist bullshit that people... I'm so sick of it. It's used all over YouTube. There are people on YouTube going, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm sorry, but I was raised to be a critical thinker and you want to look at every angle and you want to watch everything and look at things differently. What's this whole, if you don't like it, just scroll about. No, fuck you. If you put your shit out there, you're exposing yourself to criticism. It doesn't make me a hater if I think you're a lunatic. I'm just watching you going, I'm going to be a candle. Like, anyway, sorry, rant over.
Watching it without sending some hate, that would be lovely.
Oh, see, she said it. It's not hate. People just not agreeing with someone doesn't make them a hater. What's that all about? These woke people, I just want to punch my screen. Here we go.
You just don't get it because you're not enlightened, Tori.
I am so relieved that I'm rapidly heading towards my death and I don't have a full lifetime of this bullshit to put up with. Now let the candle lady speak.
It is not about understanding. It's not anything that's harmful.
And then, but it kind of is about understanding because if we don't understand it, we're all just going to be like, cuckoo, look, are we, Finn? Like,
I feel like we're going to get banned if you keep going down this road.
It's just, I'm happy to snuff out this candle whenever you say so. But I just think I don't. What's the point then?
It reminds me of Skittles. You're right.
The future is bright for this one.
It's something.
So what happens when you see too many bushes in your face? And it was two. It was two, and they were huge. Stop it. Anyway, before I snuff her out, I'm going to give her 11 more seconds.
What's harmful is the bullying, and I will always say
no. Calling yourself a candle is going to get you bullied. You're teaching people to go out there and go, my pronouns are candle and candles. You reckon someone's not going to go, okay then?
Righto.
It's inviting bullying. All right, I'm snuffing it. I'm snuffing out that candle. It seemed to me that Lesbians Now White lived like a candle in the wind. She gone. What have you got, Finn?
I'm done. That's all of my stories, isn't it? That's
four. I don't know.
That's the show.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. I forgot to write notes for the lying media lady.
Oh yeah, MSNBC. She has a name, but I can't remember it. It's something stupid.
It looks like a Crayola box threw up on her. Everyone, put candle emojis. We come with love, not hate. I'm so exhausted by the prevailing attitude of people is like they're just so defeated and they just don't want to have conversations with anyone. They're not interested in devil's avocados.
How dare you challenge their fucking worldview? All right,
it's so boring. I've spent a huge chunk of my life stoned as pissed as a fart, whatever, with great people having fabulous conversations and throwing out all the different perspectives and ways you can look at things, and even taking the side that you don't agree with, because that's always more fun if you convince people of the side you don't agree with. That's a great conversation, right? These fuckers are all just going to sit around and go, we're candles. Peter's gone. Wow. Riveting shit, girls and guys.
Yeah.
Racist lesbians are now white. What's that all about?
Think about how hard their lives must be when they've got that to focus on. That's their fucking problem that they've got in the world.
And who's got the time for that? What happened to us when we were little?
Exactly.
If we talked about ourselves to our parents for more than 3 minutes, it was like, stop talking about yourself. There's bigger things out there than you. It's not all about you. Come on, now we're going to go and do Meals on Wheels. Like, we weren't allowed to indulge in any sort of self-reflection or analyzing ourselves or putting labels on us, and fuck me dead. I can't. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. They have, and it's getting worse around. Like, it's just there's so much stuff out there. I mean, there's comedians now doing entire shows about the woke culture. I missed that bus. I reckon I should have, because I would have been out there first. But everyone's doing stuff about it now. Ricky Gervais's stuff about the woke culture is predictably amazing. But there's other great comedians doing stuff about it too. What an exhausting generation. I'm so over them.
Let's stop talking about them and let's do a recap. And the show.
Okay.
What do we reckon?
Yeah, I know, because I have a very important meeting in the morning. All right. So I just wrote note. That's not the right word now. Okay. Quick recap. We kicked off with Biden. What's in a name? Well, a lot of things when you don't pronounce them correctly. Then we had no nudists in the change room, but the girls in chat seemed fine with a giant bush in my face.
Yeah, totally okay.
Janet Yellen. Oh, the lady from the Golden Girls who's decided she's going to make a fortune out of the human beings destroying the planet and bringing on climate change. Go, Janet. Every clown has a tinfoil lining.
That's what it's all ever been about.
Then we had Bonk the Conk. Apparently, the bigger the nose, if you're a dude, the more likely you'll cheat. We have Machine Gun Kelly can't take a joke and has to go backstage and get angry. We have the dude that was basically trying to steal shit out of cars, but somehow his defense lawyer convinced the judge he was addicted to car door handles. Nice one.
Great lawyer.
Great lawyer. We had the lying media lady who sits on the throne of lies. She's a lying liar that lies. And we ended the show with, it seemed to me you lived your life like a woke candle in the wind. Vote now, groovers. That was my ad-libbed recap. Did you like that?
Oh, you spoke on both channels. You spoke on Tasmania Calling and Batsh. That's interesting.
We've been simulcasting all night.
Oh, I didn't realise the text went on both there. That's pretty cool.
It does only in StreamYard. On YouTube, it's just one.
One on each, yeah. I have to disagree with the nose thing, JS.
Well, Joey, it's very fortunate that your big-nosed man doesn't stick it anywhere else. Or his dick, for that matter. Vote now. Finn, what's your vote for?
What was the craziest story there? Really? I don't know.
It's always so hard to choose.
It is.
Is anyone going to vote?
I feel like this week is definitely more tame than last week. I feel like last week had a clear winner, whereas this one,
the big nose has got a vote. Oh, Candle Woman from Laura.
It's surprising they can even find one.
Candle Woman.
Good on you.
Candle in the Wind's getting 2.
Yeah, I'll vote for the Candle Lady. She's.
I'm actually going with the door handle defense because that's friggin' gold. But there is now a court order addressing a man's addiction to car door handles. That defense lawyer. They've all been there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's one of yours that was I really like. Oh, the lying media lady.
Oh, that was good.
But then, I mean, this whole show's about lying media. The candle, the Candle Woman. I think she's got it in the bag.
She's in that bag.
She's not. She's a candle. The woke candle in the wind. Oh, you're voting with the door handle too, Joe. Nice, but
looks like the candle lady's got it.
Racist candle lady.
Which we just glue too much.
Since she's won the Golden Batshit medal, I'm going to give her another 17 seconds of it.
Oh, Jesus.
We have to. She won it.
All right.
Here she is, the racist lesbian. Lesbians now white. Here we go.
But yeah, I hope you understand. And here's how to use Candle's pronouns. Candle is such a wonderful person. Candle's smile is so contagious. In fact, I saw Candle make a whole audience smile. I think Candle should be very proud of Candle's self. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? Candle's self? No, come on.
No.
This is why Daddy drinks.
This is why Dad isn't around. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. How disappointed as a father would you be if that was your fucking daughter? Oh my God.
I'm probably going to get run off YouTube for saying that. This is why Daddy drinks. Oh my God. Sometimes words come out of my mouth in an order that I'm surprised to hear it. That was
You're so
one
right
of those moments.
You're a bloody neo-Nazi. That's what you are.
Hardly. Oh my God. Okay. Well, there you go. Candle lady. My candle in the wind. She's a happy little camper. And what a brilliant winner. But next time, next week, in fact, when are we going to be doing the batshit?
It'll probably be late time. I'll be back in the NT. So it'll be a late one. Whatever the normal late time is. Wednesday night.
Oh, it'll be a 9:30 p.m. gig on the 19th of April, everybody. The day before my brother's. The day before my brother's birthday, which also happens to be Hitler's, and I'll leave that for everyone to ponder. Yeah.
420.
Yep. But thanks, Groovers, all the beautiful people, and what a show. What a show, mate. Finn, have a great week. Artie. Hey, Artie, pretty girl. Bye, pretty girl. Bye, Artie.
Out of it. Hard life.
And yeah, this one's suffering too. What the fuck? They've got life sorted, haven't they? Seriously. Bloody freeloaders, they sleep all day.
All day.
Seriously. All day. We love you, Groovers. We're going to see you next week.
9:30 AEST. Be there. Be there, everyone.
Until then, stay batshit, everybody. So, everybody.